Hey guys, it's me Ubaid, and today we will see how we can create a AI system or AI chatbot for any organization. So I will have a use case where I worked in an organization to develop their AI system. So I will just show you as a demo. Obviously not their exact data, but you will get the idea how you can turn this system into your own custom data. Okay, and if you are working on any custom project, feel free to reach out through email or WhatsApp and let's build something together. So we have our system running, and this is the URL. We have this URL opened in our browser. ABC's organizational AI chatbot. Let's chat with this. So I will just say, hello, and you will get hello. I can assist you with your Asana queries. Why it's saying Asana? Because that organization where I was working, they were based on this Asana system. And if you know about Asana, it is uh, basically a CRM or just like a project management tool. Now it can be HubSpot, it can be Asana, it can be Linear, it can be Salesforce. Totally up to you, right? Whatever you are using in your internal flows. Now you want AI to have access to these systems and like collaborate in your day-to-day task. So there the role of AI comes and these chatbots. uh, okay, so I will just say let's just go into their data. So I will just say uh, what projects you have access to. So what I want to show is the structure of any organization, and it will be like very generic for like any organization. So you get the project list which it has access to. uh, Now let's go into files and let's see. So we have, by the way, these are console logs. Just we are showing it in the interface and it is displaying it in the console log. Now in the data, what I have done is take out the 5 projects, project 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and every project is populated or exported from that CRM Asana as a JSON object. So every project is a JSON. Let me just show you one JSON. So let's see this one. So this all of this data is one project, the task, uh, attachments, their stories, comments, everything. Now at one point you want to describe your structure of the organization, and that is where you start to think how the AI will interact with your data. For them, what I have discovered is there will be a project, and a project can have many tasks, and I think this is like very common and very generic, like you can relate, right? Every task would have a status like in progress, completed, whatever. Every task can have many comments, stories, and attachments. Now let me just take you in this uh, file, JSON file, and show you where all of this lies. So this is the project. Let's say whatever the website, Prisma website, right? Prisma organization or Prisma as like one project. Now task list goes on. So we have all the tasks and name, resource type, resource subtype. So this is a default task and the name of this. So task list goes on, goes on, goes on, right? Now comes the stories which we have identified here. In your case, it can be any like object, any files, right? You want to keep an eye for with the AI system. Now, for the all task stories, you get their stories. This project has like not much stories, but other real projects they were like bombarded with stories. Stories are just comments, right? But different user interact with the task, so the comments are stories. Now the attachments come, so all these attachments. Okay, nice. So by the way, this language you are saying because they were in Germany, so that's why it's most of the German. Uh, so yeah, we have this kind of setup defined, and now we have exported all the data in JSON. How you can do this? Just use any APIs. Like when you go to Asana, let's say you are working with Asana, you will have their APIs, and that will give you access to the data lying inside your CRM, right? So one aspect of that is data collection, data gathering, which is this API management. So you just use their APIs and get the all the tasks, all the data, right? uh, and then you break down into like project wise, so you have to identify the key components of your organization, whether it's projects, whether it tasks, whether how do you define it, right? Then break it down data in those, and then on top of this data, now how AI is interacting with this data. Now let me just say what are, so I'm just giving you a practical uh, application. So what are the tasks of, and I will ask for a project. Now one project is this one which has no task, no attachment. This, let's say this is a new project just going on, right? So I will just say, can you tell me what are the tasks of this project? Now let's see if AI has actually access to this and can understand and reason on this. So when I ask this, it should say like there is no task. Okay, it looks like there are currently no tasks. Maybe in future we will have, right? Now let's see for the projects which have the tasks. So let's say this website. Yeah, and I will just ask the same question for this one. This should come up with some task, right? And then I can just uh like query about specific task, because as a project manager or as a team lead, I would probably know about the tasks, so I will just query them, right? So when we ask this, we get the task name, some of the task name, right? And we can ask for more, or we can ask like uh like describe this task specifically, right? So we can have like all of those. Now this tells you like the tasks or the projects are actually in the JSON and which AI is aware of. Now how to make AI aware of this whole data set, right? For this, what you have to do is vectorize the data. And how you can do this, let me just go here. Okay, yeah. So all the data will be in saved index, and this saved index is coming from this similarity search, which is RAG pipeline. For this demo, I'm using FAISS. Let me just search it out for you. FAISS. It's by Meta, open source library to build vectorized databases, and it is very great in order to do some proof of concept, or have the system work for a couple of users, right? For scaling, we can argue, we can debate, but yes, it's good for having the system up and running in like no time. So I am using this for my index, which is the similarity search enabled data. Just you can call the index as from this name. So user query comes in, we get the similar data, or the most similar data from our data set, and then we give it, augment it in the prompt, and we get back the answer by just calling the LLM with the invoke function. Uh, okay, I guess that was it. And this is the populator, uh, which can populate your index. Just I have showed you how you can use the FAISS in couple of videos, but just go for how you can build uh, data data index with FAISS. Yes, I guess that was it for this case study. And yeah, if you are a business owner, if you are someone working in the field where you want AI to play some role, yeah, feel free to reach out through email or WhatsApp and let's discuss. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.